And we're live. That's the introduction. Welcome to Count Trick. I will be your guide, and let's start. Just for you, YouTube, I'm going to use a new save file. Just for you. Well, I just have to remember you're my third baby. Up, wake up, for you are chosen. For the dawn will not grace with her presence those who refuse to open their eyes. Who's there? It was fate that led you to this realm. Now come forward, Elle. How did you know my name? At least you are cautious. Hopefully, the ignorance will become tolerable with time. We are currently in the realm of nightmares. Here, I am what humans would consider omniscient. I know everything about you, Elle. Your name, your past, and even the purpose of your little trip to this realm. Nightmares have brought forth disasters and chaos. As creatures on earth suffer in endless agony, the world itself is on the brink of destruction. As the chosen hero, you are the one they dumped all the responsibilities on. You are the one destined to venture into the unknown and save the whole world. How do you know all this? Are you in charge of this nightmare realm? Are you the one causing pain and suffering for people? Ever so eager to arrive at erroneous conclusions. How typical of your kind. You are in the presence of the observer and guardian of the nightmare realm. I possess no true name, but you may refer to me as the Crown. Sorry if I was quick to judge, but it seems I have important work ahead of me. If you really are what you claim, you must have an idea of the culprit behind all of this. Indeed, the nightmares were caused by none other than one of your own, someone whose heart is filled with greed, a human by the name of Vlad. Do you know where he is right now? Patience, girl. Impulsiveness will only lead to failure. It all started with a forbidden sacrificial rite performed by Vlad in the nightmare realm. With its seal broken, the power of nightmare runs rampant, causing death and destruction not only in the nightmare realm, but in your world as well. My powers can no longer contain it. From what I see, you are woefully underprepared as well. Is there nothing we can do? Does it mean the world is beyond saving? Accept the Crown's offer, or decline the Crown's offer. Bloop. I think I'm okay. There is no way I can verify any of what you just told me. You could be lying. Suspicion that stems from lack of knowledge is but the same as ignorance. Without my help, you won't be able to even leave this place. I literally can't leave. My powers can no longer contain it. From what I see, you are woefully underprepared as well. I guess we're accepting. I suppose I could use some help. It's not like you're giving me any other choice. How impressive. That's the wisest thing you've said since you've entered this realm. Now put me on, if you don't mind. Let us depart at once. Curious. It seems that your body has absorbed every single drop of power I've provided for you. What? What did you put in me? Mm. Such fleeting fate. How fickle the human heart is. Worry not, silly girl, for I have no intentions of doing you any harm. I've simply cast a few spells to further facilitate our journey. You'll understand in due time. If you say so. Let us go forth, for the fate of both realms now rests within your hands. The Nightmare realm is a different reality, operating on different rules from your world. Here, time is relative. It will flow only when you move, so take your time. Sometimes waiting for the enemies to approach can be smarter than foolhardy attacks. This is the most fundamental rule of the Nightmare realm. You would do well to remember it. I've prepared some simple mechanisms ahead. Let's see how well you do. The Nightmare Realm operates on a turn-based system. Traps and enemies will remain stationary until L makes a move. Ooh, a spear. It doesn't seem like you're strong enough to handle any real weapons yet. Here, let me help you with it for now. Your first objective, break those crates so we can keep moving forward. Remember that you can also change directions in place. Sometimes it's a better option than actual movement. Changing directions in place will not consume turns. In actual battle, a valid strategy is to wait in place or do an empty swing to force the flow of time. Enemies will have no choice but to initiate the battle by approaching you. Attack them when they're in range. Skipping your turn can sometimes force the enemy to approach, giving you the advantage of attacking first. Here's something you might find helpful. Breaking enemies will make your attacks against them more effective. You can reduce the breakpoint of enemies by dealing damage to them. When an enemy's breakpoint reaches 0, they will be stunned and receive more damage from hits. Shield is reduced by 1 point when enemy takes damage. Enemy breaks when shield reaches 0. It becomes stunned and takes more damage. Enemy is more vulnerable when it's charging or being around you. Then you can break them quicker. Attacks can reduce more breakpoints when shield down or shield down appears. It appears when the enemy is charging or being around L. This bottle contains water from the fabled healing fountain. A sip from this elixir will do wonders for your vitality. Both your HP and MP will be replenished from elixir usage. These are called blink boots, which will allow you to move to specified location instantly. However, their usage is limited. Plan it well. Using blink will not consume any turns. Available blink usages are shown via the blink gauge displayed under L. Blink is also useful when L needs to get across block tiles or tiles with elemental aspects. Elemental tiles can also cause negative status effects for your enemies. I don't want to get on fire, so I don't think I'll actually get that coin, though I'm very tempted to. Weak as my powers are right now, I can still replenish the energy of your blink boots, though only while we're here at the Fringe of Nightmares. You'll be on your own later on. Familiars are stronger than normal enemies. Pay extra attention when you're dealing with them. I did not pay extra attention. Not bad at all. Remember, in the Nightmare Realm, defeated familiars will be yours to command. Fire Blast jets fire, dealing 85 fire damage to targets within 3 vertical tiles and generating fire. Potent Explosive Barrel. Place an explosive barrel which will explode if attacked, dealing 145 lava damage to a 3x3 square area around it and generating fire. Some skills will require you to select a target location before pressing A to activate. Bonfire! Smells roasted. Decent performance, but you still have a long way to go. Don't get cocky. I am almost dead. What do you mean cocky? Victory! Okay. There's nothing here yet, because we just started. It's all under construction. Here we are.
What is this place?
The Hall of Reincarnation. You may think of it as a safe room in between different realms of nightmares, impervious to the chaos unfolding outside. Here we will be able to travel to other dream realms and resolve the anomalies within.
And how do you propose we do that? There are no doors to the outside, and we're basically trapped here.
Uncontrolled naivety is but the same as ignorance. Do humans dream by entering a door? We will be able to travel unfazed within dream realms by falling asleep. I suggest you try it by this desk in a bit. Day 1. Realm of Nightmares. Waking up in the nightmare realm all by herself, Elle encounters a strange crown claiming to be the guardian of nightmares. According to him, the disasters affecting both realms can be traced to some villain named Duke Vlad. The Duke is now laying low somewhere within the nightmares. Defeating him seems to be the only way to bring peace to both realms.
Sleepy, eepy, night, night.
Let's see, what do we have here? Elder Gigante, Heart of the Flames, or our dear friend Fire Breather. See here, Elder Gigante, what do you do? Rock Blast. Attack all enemies within a 3x4 square area in front of self, dealing 150 earth damage while forming oil tiles. Will be stunned for 2 turns after releasing this skill. Don't know about that, Doc. Toughened Constitution. Enter a state of toughened Constitution, immune to stunned effects, all damage dealt plus 20%, and all damage taken minus 20%. Okay. Let's see what Heart of the Flame does. Explosive Vortex. Create a 3x3 square vortex of explosions at the designated location, dealing 50 blast damage and forming lava tiles. Or volcanic eruptions. Form fire pillars under all enemies, dealing 85 fire damage and forming fire tiles while exploding all lava tiles to deal 85 fire damage and turning them into fire tiles. Let's see what we have for weapons. Trident of Destiny. Immune to all drenched effects when on top of a water tile. Your personal attack and physical attack and physical defense will be greatly enhanced with an increased dodge of 5%. Rumored to be the weapon of a certain sea god, when close to a source of water, this trident will grant its user the blessings of the ocean. Or Coral Longsword. Obtain 1 stack of coral edges every time the user defeats an enemy, max 2 stacks. Every stack obtained can cancel out 1 enemy attack and also increases maximum HP by 10%. A sword made out of hardened coral. Although not of a very aerodynamic shape, this weapon is able to enhance the survivability of its user. Hmm, we could use survivability. Survivability is rather pleasant. Whenever you break an enemy, you'll be able to absorb part of its power and channel it to you. If you are somehow If you are to somehow break another enemy before that power diminishes, we will be able to keep the circuit, if you may, running and accumulate more velocity and power. Not only will you be stronger, your blink boots will be replenished as well. Therefore, it is to our mutual benefit that enemies be consecutively broken in battle. Fight as hard as your human body allows, girl. When an enemy is broken, L's break gauge will gradually fill up. The fuller the gauge is, the higher L's attack will be. Blink usage can also be replenished by filling the break gauge. Already those Aegis charges are doing work. Not as much work as that fire thing can do, though. My goodness. Just completely murdered everything. Kinetic Energy Recycler. For every 10 hits, the MP cost of the next skill will be reduced by 100% of its base value. A wondrous device that can convert mechanical energy into magic. One of the tied first place entries of the Abata Design Award. Just so you know, I will be constantly monitoring your status during our journey and record everything you see within different dream realms. If you forget anything, just come to me. Only by constant learning will we reach our goal. Yeah, I'm not looking at character info. Can't make me. These contraptions called waypoints are most common in the Nightmare realm. They will be ready for use when lightened. Using waypoints can save us a lot of time during our journey. Choose a waypoint and teleport to the corresponding room instantaneously. Although familiar skills and blink have proven to be very useful, you might hesitate to use them sometimes when you're low on MP or blink usages. It is perhaps human nature to worry without reason, but fear not in my presence, for I will fully replenish your MP and blink usages every time you enter battle in a new area. Focus on defeating the enemies in front of you instead. Yeah, I don't think I'm too worried. What's up here? Ooh. You enter what seems like a huge and empty toy store, the main attraction of which is a lifelike toy train track complete with hills, rivers, mines, and all sorts of real-life scenery. A single toy train is running along the track, whistling as it goes. You walk closer to observe a railway junction where the train can go in either direction. Tiny dolls lie on the tracks. 5 plain dolls on one side, and one single lavish doll on the other side. If you do nothing, 5 dolls will be run over, and if you change the direction of the train, the lavish doll will be won over. What will you choose? Change the direction to save 5 of the 6 dolls, medium chance to enter combat, obtain 300 gold, or do not change the direction and left 5 out of 6 die. Enter combat, obtain 50 shard souls. Lavish doll, eat the rich. The train ran over the lavish doll and it broke into pieces. As if angry with the result, what's left of the doll turned into a monster and charged at you. Worth it.
I'm warning you.
Oh, do not come any closer. I have poison, poison that can melt your bones or brains, or bones in your brains. Thanks a bunch. You know somewhere safe around here? Please take me with you. I'm sure my skills can be of use somehow. Relic blueprint canned air. Looks like a blueprint to me.
Is this blueprint for a relic? Do we need to go to a specific blacksmith for these?
Don't forget that we're in a realm of dreams and fiction. Certain anomalies result from the malleability of the fabric with which this world was constructed. There is a special recovery device next to the merchant in the dream realm dimensions. Hand in your blueprints there, and the things will appear in your next dream. Or nightmare. Who knows? Off to the next adventure. Blood Feud Wand. Skill power plus 30% whenever HP drops below 20. A wand that rouses the magical capabilities of already seething individuals. Ooh. Weapon lock. Summon a random weapon. Blade of Hellfire. Every fifth successful attack will scorch all targets struck. Cannot be knocked back. Void Rifle. After using a skill, your next normal attack will deal extra damage once to each target it hits. For the last bullet, crit chance is increased by 30%. Axe of the Vanguard. Gain 5 physical defense for each enemy in your weapon attack range. When you blink, you have a 5% chance to consume no blink usages. Why do they all have to be so good? Like, all of them are pretty good. No, we're taking the Void Rifle. That's too sexy. Like, I can't pass that up. Nope. There we go. Now he's gone. Goodbye, Swashbuckler. And hello, Swashbuckler. I have enhanced your capabilities so that you may use the skills of two familiars at once. This way we might have a better shot at defeating Vlad. Horn of Ice. Deals minor ice damage to 3 horizontal tiles in front of your character, applying frozen to affected enemies. An ancient horn covered in ice. You can sense the power of frost within. What you've picked up will certainly help us in the future. Keep it for a rainy day. Some items will require you to select a target location before pressing A to use. Let's get a random relic. If undamaged during this turn, crit increased by 20%. When using a skill, 20% chance that MP cost reduced by 100%. I'm using a lot of skills. So I guess we better try to get our MP safe and secure. We don't want any of that. We're happy with what we have right now. Like, how can you hate? Oh, that's a boss room. How can you hate blowing up the entire room? Practically impossible to hate. Grass of Echoes removes silence debuff and grants immunity to silenced for 3 turns when activates automatically when silenced. A throat-friendly herb. Yo, it's Magikarp. Dried salty fish. Tastes so bad that it's been repurposed as a weapon. Sure to make you lose interest in seafood. So it applies deranged, but I don't really have any combos to go with. There was one run I had where it was just insane. Magikarp got me all the way to the end, pretty much. All the way to the final boss. Because I had a relic that comboed with it. The combos can get pretty insane. This one doesn't have. This one just increases crit chance. It's not as good, unfortunately. Let's go get that boss fight. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I want to be right here. Then use Swashbuckler. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, I like took that straight to the face like a noob. And we got her. Unlocked pistol. New weapon type discovered. Pistols can now be obtained during adventures. Unlocked staff. New weapon type discovered. Staves can now be obtained during adventures. Unlocked relic. Legendary relics are unlocked and can be obtained from now on. Many other adventurers and warriors before you have left their mark in this world. Their legendary weapons are scattered across the Nightmare Realm. If you don't like your current weapon, there are plenty of others to choose from. To face vicious enemies, you have to choose your weapons carefully. Various rare relics are hidden among across the Nightmare Realm, left by warriors of the past.
If they are really that precious, shouldn't we try to return them to their owners?
It's been decades or even centuries since their visits. I don't think it's necessary anymore. Use them in your fight against the power of nightmare. That's the original purpose of existence, after all.
And get my loot.
Primordial Wand. When using a skill, there's a 25% chance to recast the ability on the same target. Horn of Critical Strikes. Skills will also be able to crit. Elemental Cube. When you deal, oopsies. When you deal a critical hit to an enemy, they will also receive one random elemental status condition. Hmm. Staff of Scorching Flames. Summon the flames and burn them to the ground. Not as good as what I currently have. Dream Fragment. Fragments permeating different dream realms, filled with nostalgia and wistfulness. Doesn't seem like there's an actual use to them. This fine piece of parchment was rolled up very carefully. L, I see you've sneaked into the training grounds again.
Sorry, Instructor Cassandra. Are these girls all warriors too?
Correct. Soon they will enter the dream realm to fight the nightmares.
But they look just about my age.
Unfortunately so. However, such is their destiny.
Will I be able to join them one day?
You are indeed my most talented pupil. However,
It makes me so sad inside when another team of warriors is lost.
you are too kind, little Elle. Perhaps your destiny is already set in stone as well. Ooh, a what? Or blueprint. Stat scroll. Skill powers. Definitely increase skill powers. I didn't even see what the other one was. Weapons of rare or higher rarity are able to hold two random passive effects at once. Thank you, kind mermaid. Heal me. And consumerism. Have you forgotten already? That is the recovery device I've mentioned before. Hand in your blueprints by approaching it. Corresponding items will then be unlocked and may appear in your dreams later.
That's something to look forward to, at least.
Blueprints need to be handed in at the blueprint recovery device in the Emporium for you to be able to unlock the corresponding item. Finish the current adventure successfully will also grant you the unlock. Okay. Trident of Tentacles. A spear made from the dried carcass of a fearsome deep-sea giant squid. What a deliciously deadly weapon. The Headhunter. Equipped with a powerful scope that makes it easier to hit enemy weak points and keep them at distance. Or Staff of the Sea. In the shape of a very long conch. Makes you wonder if the water bubbles come from the creature residing inside. Um, hmm. Don't think we'll go for any of those actually. What do we have here? Glasses of Opportunity. Extra options will be available for all lock type drops. Opportunity favors only the prepared. Vial of Extreme Fragility. MP plus 15 for every enemy defeated when HP is full. A magical vial that converts life into mana. Very fragile. Crimson Armor. All damage taken is reduced by 3. A set of armor dyed deep crimson. Ask not what it was dyed with. Hmm. We're just gonna go with that. Successfully unlocked. Canned air and white orb. City of Steam. That is a purple stave. That is all of the enemies dead. Without one shot fired. Spear of the Defender. When you're on the move, increase physical defense by 5 per stack, max 5 stacks. This effect will last 1 turn. Increase max HP by 30%, increase crit chance by 10%. The standard issue for the Royal Guard Spear Warriors, a strong deterrent for even far away enemies. That is a plus 18 damage compared to what I currently have. I think we can't afford to not change. Even if it does kind of reduce our combo a little bit. Like, Amulet of Invulnerability. When HP is full, all damage dealt plus 20%. Made by an orc who probably just hated getting hurt. Spear of Shattering Charge. A weapon for cavalry units. More effective when charging. Not more effective. than what I have. See what's in the shiny. Random weapon? Nothing. That's better than what I have. I guess continue onwards. Hmm. What am I looking at? And thus do we get the Crookster, who appears to be wearing a trench coat often worn by the more unsavory types. He's either a sneaky, sneaky man or a flasher. I don't know which. Apparently, we're just going for a crit build. MP reduction consumption reduced by 50% of base level. However, every time a skill is released, HP equal to current MP consumption will be lost as well. Um, I'll still be doing normal attacks in boss fights, so I guess I'll try to paralyze them. That's the most versatile out of all the choices I was given. You enter a strange lab with many vacuum tubes of an enormous size. After careful examination, you determine that there are no actual objects stored within the tubes, but some kind of gas in a strange color. There seem to be words etched into the tubes, memories of the past. Whether they are correct is of no importance, for everything will always return to their original state. Accept the gas within the tube, clear all current status conditions, including both buffs and debuffs, or give up. Right? These tubes make you feel uneasy. I am not giving up my buffs. That is a stat scroll. Skill power, thank you. I will take increasing my skill power any day of the week right now. Since we seem to be doing a lot of skill power stuff. That's a secret room. An extra gold. Can always use extra gold. What do you have? Okay, so we have the flasher. I don't think I want that. I'm a little suspicious of touching that crystal. Hey, you. Yes, I'm talking to you, kid. What are you waiting for? You want to make money? Phew. Thanks, I guess. You have a shelter? That'd be nice. Escort me there, and I shall give you a hefty bonus, girl. Oh no, I'm full up on items. I guess I should start, like, using them or something. Even though I haven't really... Okay, that's the boss room up ahead, so I better go back and explore that one area I didn't go into. Slot machine. Guess we can try some gambling. Okay. So I spent 100. I'm at 1223. How much do I get? I get 99. Not even the gold is worth it. Well, that was fast. Blade of Hellfire. It will be hard for your opponent to decide which is more painful, the razor-sharp blade or the scorching flames. Not better than what I have. It's a pity that this good rule was in fact breaking my combo a little. But we still seem to be doing a lot of damage, so can't complain, I suppose. I mean, I could go with having more, of course. Would appreciate it. Dr. Frank. But no worries, Duke Vlad has sent yet another new sample as process. Promised, the research shall go on. I need this. Grants immunity for one turn applying silence to all attackers. And then I need to get close to him. I'm going to take a hit if I stand here. But no use. I go exactly in the middle. I don't get hit. He redons his shield. How annoying. Keep accidentally pressing the ignore button. Okay, I need this thingy. I'm about to take 2 hits. Okay. And go over to the magnet. And he has to be closer to me. He's teleporting right now, which is annoying. And I'm still poisoned for a couple turns. Waiting for the fire to go out in front of me. Okay. I need to get over to him. But he is being an annoying butt and not cooperating with that. No, come back. I can't get close to him because I don't have enough work. Okay. Okay, just throw a baby in the corner. Am I stunned? I know I'm at least dead. Like, I don't have any more potions. And go up to the anti-shield. Dang it. Okay. I need this. We somehow managed to survive that fight. Unlocked shotgun. Unlocked gauntlet. I am not entirely sure how we lived. Not gonna lie, I should be dead. Tiger Growl. Equipped with a special powder mixer, which greatly increases its firepower at close range. Gauntlet of Resurrection absorbs raw life energy from your enemies. It is truly a horrifying ability when you think about it. At least you'll look cute wearing it. When you attack an enemy 3 tiles away, restore 2 HP. I mean, it heals me. Dream fragments. The sickness of nightmares. No one knows when and where it all started. Infected patients are forever trapped in their worst nightmares, unresponsive to any form of medical or magical treatment. It is now a belief amongst some that these are not the symptoms of sickness, but of a curse. As long as there is still fear in your heart, you will eventually fall victim to the nightmares in your sleep. Only those who are mentally strong or have been specifically trained are able to control their dreams. This sanctuary was built to explore the secrets of dream realms long ago, and it is now humanity's last defense against endless nightmares. Since its establishment, it has been.
Instructor Cassandra, is it possible we start with combat practice today?
Impatient as always, but you do have a point. Time is running short. Uh, Scroll of Earthquake. Those are only useful for Dr. Frank's shields. Okay. Scroll of Meteor Shower. Okay, what do I need to get rid of for that? Um, like I'm getting Meteor Shower. That just sounds good. I still can't believe I survived that. I should not have survived that. Finally stopped my heartbeat going thum thum thum. Unlocked weakening device. Perfect. Provides total damage up according to movement distance every turn. Armor of extreme influence. Uh, hmm. We'll get the real expensive one. I guess that too. Attack power effects damage done using weapons. Ocean depths. There they go. Now they're all dead. Okay, how do I guess I'll have to use blink or something. Grants immunity to all elemental status conditions, lasts for 3 turns. I don't have enough room for it. Hmm. I don't have enough for it? Let's get some more of that. Hmm. What am I looking at? Guess we'll go up. Acquires dream key, which I do not possess. Bad face. got a key. Oh, I'm still getting smacked by something. Whoopsies. Ooh. Can always use a secret room with some fun goodies. I don't think I really need to taunt enemies in my current state. They are quite attracted to me already. Open this chest to obtain a rare relic. However, enemies will not drop gold? Oh, I'll take that. What orb? Max HP will be locked to 1. I mean, sure. I guess. Don't know about this, Doc. And it actually went off twice. Nice. Lost a lot of my shield on that. No bueno. Summon random relic. Ooh. Oh, never mind. That's better. The Ruinous Duke shoots violet flaming bullets, ignites enemies, and renders them more vulnerable to fire. It's pretty good. Like, if it had more damage on it, I might take it. That is a purple X. Okay, for each defeated enemy gain. Oh my god! Gain 5 attack for 5 turns, max 3 stacks. So up to 15. Cannot be knocked back. Increase crit damage by 50%. The more you swing it around, the more excited you get. Make sure not to use it when under the influence. Well, that replaces the spear. And I don't see anything else in this room, so onwards we go. Still have more of this floor to explore. Use weapon for less than 10 times. And I got the big chest. Did it just all fall into the holes? That I, that's some baloney. I can't pick up any gold? That's worse. That's so much worse. Why would what? I guess I don't need gold. But like still. Now kids it's very rude to treat the elderly like this. I can't say that I personally endorse the use of violence, but thank you nonetheless. Oh, that's the boss room. Still have a little bit more of this floor to explore though, so I'm not going to go in there yet. The alchemist table looks well used and treasured. Judging from its material and the style of its decorations, you decide that this table is of a different origin than the rest of the furniture. You discover a few types of herbs neatly organized on the table. It seems like you'll be able to make some kind of medicinal herb with them. Would you like to try your hand at alchemy? Green and red herbs, HP fully restored. Blue and green, blue and red herbs, skill power plus 8%. Green and blue herbs restore 100 HP, skill power plus 4%. I don't have 100 HP to restore. You ingest the mystery brew conjured by yourself and feel instantly better. I only have 1 HP. I don't want any of you. None of you are better than what I have. Right now, what I have is like peak. Like, definitely not doing that. Any others I'm missing? No? Okay. Poison tiles will add stackable poison effects to targets. I hate it here. There he is. Oof. There I go. Look at me, dead again. Made it pretty far though. Would you like to test this up? Be the test subject for my latest potion? Oh, dearie, is that a hole in your cape? Come, let me fix it. We've got 3 of the NPCs that we need. Which I think I'll look at next time. Until then, adios.